Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. Are fad diets healthy alternatives to balanced, minimally processed food diets? In this video, I'll share what is a fad diet, can you lose weight and feel better eating a fad diet, anecdotal health benefits, science-based fad diets, popular fad diets, and why your diet should be unique to you. Fad diets are popular diet plans that promise miraculous weight loss and health benefits not provided by traditional diets. Most people who try fad diets are overweight or obese and have one or more chronic medical conditions. Fad diets usually guarantee rapid weight loss and claim to cure a variety of medical and physical disorders. Many fad diet promoters had a revelation known only to them. It's well known you can lose weight on any reduced calorie diet plan. In most cases, the problem is not losing weight, it's preventing excess weight from returning. Some argue the real problem is not the number of calories you eat, it's eating too many refined toxic carbs. Their solution is eliminating all refined and toxic carbs. Toxic carbohydrates are replaced by a lifetime regimen of proprietary dietary supplements. Humans survived hundreds of thousands of years without dietary supplements. Today, they're an essential part of many fad diet plans. The miraculous health benefits of most fad diets are anecdotal and anonymous. Several viewers have commented that anecdotal results should not be ignored. Traditional diet and nutrition research is usually based on observational studies, and the results published in medical journals for peer review. Anecdotal testimonials are usually accompanied by a disclaimer that the results are not typical. Some fad diets claim to be science-based. We've learned over the years how science is manipulated for profit. Some websites provide links to referenced research papers. Highly technical diet research papers require some knowledge of nutrition, chemistry, and medicine. Some references are over 100 years old and are based on animal studies that are rarely duplicated in humans. Popular fad diets include low carb, low fat, fasting, ketogenic, Paleolithic, gluten-free, and anti-nutrient. Low-carb diets have been popular since the 1960s. In the past, obesity and diabetes affected mainly the wealthy who could afford rich foods and decadent desserts. Today, diet-related chronic diseases affect the poor and middle classes due in part to affordable, high-calorie foods. Meat and potatoes is a typical American diet. Meat is man food. Carnivore dieters believe a healthy diet is 100% meat. For most Americans, meat is accompanied by white potatoes, the number one vegetable, but not low-calorie boiled or baked potatoes. It usually is a variety of high-calorie fried potatoes. Annually, Americans eat an average of 34 pounds of white potatoes and 5 pounds of broccoli. 1 pound of broccoli has less than half the calories of 1 pound of white potato. That means Americans average about 12,000 calories of potato to 800 calories of broccoli, totaling about 13,000 calories a year. Reversing the amount of broccoli to potatoes decreases calories by 45%. While many low-carb diets ban white potatoes, like most foods, the problem is not the potato. It's eating too many high-calorie potatoes. The opposite of low-carb diets are low-fat diets that were popular during the 1960s and 80s. In theory, low-fat diets made sense. Fat has twice the calories of carbs and protein. Replacing high-fat foods with low-fat foods cut calories and cause the body to burn excess body fat. Many low-fat diets were starvation diets. Starvation diets are known to slow the body's metabolic rate. Your brain doesn't know the difference between being on a very low-calorie diet and famine. Your body is designed for survival, and survival means storing fat against future food shortages. It didn't help that the food industry turned out hundreds of low and reduced fat foods that were not low-calorie. Low-fat diets were a huge failure. We now know that it's essential obtaining about 30% of total calories from fat. 5-2 and other fasting diets are supposed to burn excess body fat. You restrict calories for 5 days and eat whatever you want the other 2 days. Like most fad diets, intermittent fasting emphasizes the advantages while ignoring or downplaying the disadvantages. One website claims we all fast, therefore fasting diets are normal. They are referring to the period while we sleep. But most people burn glucose, not body fat, while sleeping. Unless you are on a strict keto diet, your liver stores about 500 calories of glycogen. While you sleep, glycogen is converted to glucose. Until your glycogen supply is depleted, your body is not burning body fat. Fasting diets are not for everyone. If you are hungry or irritable on a fasting diet, you need to try another diet. One way to eliminate glycogen and burn only fat for fuel is by eating a ketogenic diet. True keto diets are about 80% fat, 10 to 15% protein, and 5 to 10% carbohydrates. For a 2,000 calorie diet, 10% protein is 200 calories, or 40 grams. It's enough protein for a child, not an adult. Fad keto diets reduce the amount of fat to about 60%, twice the fat of a balanced diet. In most cases, fad keto diet plans is another name for extremely low-carb diets. If your keto diet provides the same or more calories than your current diet, you will not burn excess body fat. Keto, like most low-carb diets, are low-fiber diets. Keto diets are also deficient in some essential vitamins and minerals like B1, B9, C, E, K, magnesium, potassium, and manganese. Like the 1960s low-fat diet and the 21st century gluten-free and paleo diets, there's a wide variety of ultra-processed keto junk foods. Paleolithic diets blame farming and modern agriculture for America's obesity and diabetes epidemic. That's an interesting hypothesis when you consider the fact that throughout recorded history, most people lived in poverty and had very little to eat. Like most fad diets, the food industry is capitalizing on the eat like a caveman craze. There are dozens of certified paleo prepared foods. Just ignore the fact that most paleo-approved foods didn't exist 10,000 plus years ago. No real caveman would ever go on a hunt before eating a large stack of pancakes or waffles. If you want a diet more like your ancestors, include fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, grass-fed game, not beef, wild-caught poultry and fish, no prepared foods, no added sugar or salt, no milk or cheese, no additives, no preservatives, and no alcoholic beverages. Paleo peoples ate wild game, not domesticated livestock. People with celiac disease must avoid all foods containing gluten. Gluten is a protein found in grains like barley, rye, and wheat. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder that attacks gluten as if it were a lethal bacteria or virus. About 1% of the world's population have celiac disease, and another 1% are allergic to wheat. Gluten-free diets, like paleo diets, claim the human body has not evolved to eat modern grains like wheat. For people without celiac disease or wheat allergy, there's no difference between eating bread made with flour, water, salt, and yeast, and high-calorie prepared foods made with wheat and dozens of synthetic chemical additives. The main ingredient for this cake is sugar, not wheat. Anti-nutrient diets are another low-carb, low-plant food diet. Plants have hundreds of chemicals, and some are toxic to humans. Anti-nutrient diets are another way of convincing Americans to eat more fat and protein and fewer plant foods. Anti-nutrient diets go beyond eliminating ultra-processed plant food carbs. They eliminate many high-nutrient, minimally processed plant foods. Claiming fresh fruits and vegetables are not healthy, they are highly toxic and the root cause of obesity, diabetes, and most chronic diseases. For example, spinach and other leafy green vegetables are high in the anti-nutrient oxalate. Oxalate is a compound found in some leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and chocolate. Oxalate combine with calcium to form calcium oxalate kidney stones. People promoting low oxalate diets also claim oxalate crystals cause massive cell damage. There's no research supporting either claim, but that doesn't matter. Fad diets use fear to motivate desperate dieters. Most fad diets are one-size-fits-all and guaranteed to work for everyone who is overweight and has serious chronic diseases, if you adhere to their plan. They ignore the fact that no two people are exactly alike. Gaining weight is not limited to overeating. There are many causes of weight gain. Eating too many calories is just one of them. Changing your diet may have no effect on depression, edema, hormone imbalances, thyroid function, and prescription and non-prescription medication and supplements. Many fad diets ignore all causes of weight gain except eating too many carbs. Fad diets also ignore maintaining an active lifestyle. The philosophy of most fad diets are you're eating too many of the wrong foods and you need proprietary dietary supplements to compensate for modern foods. The Greek physician Hippocrates said, "Let food be your medicine." How can food be your medicine when a diet plan requires taking multiple dietary supplements? With over 60 years of affordable, effective fad diets, why are Americans continuing to gain weight? You don't need a fad diet to replace high-calorie, low-nutrition foods with healthy foods. The goal of a healthy diet is to provide all essential nutrients, maintain a healthy weight, and normal blood chemistry. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching and healthy eating.